Welcome back, you guys. Today I'm going to show you how to make your own pressing board. I use a small piece of plywood just like this, and this is the exact length that a shirt will be for me, up to from my shoulder to my hips. And this is also small enough for me to put it next to my sewing machine when I need to press maybe a collar or something small. Right behind me you can see that I also bought a longer piece of wood. I will use that for when I want to make a pants or a long skirt or maybe a short dress. So that will just be the right length for when I do one of those. So let me go ahead and show you how to make your own press table. Okay, now what you need is regular plywood. This is not a very thick plywood, as you can see, it's just like this. And then I use regular polyester batting. I will put that underneath. I do want it to be just a little bit wider than the wood. And then I'll go ahead and I will fold it over and I will cover the wood with my batting, making sure that everything is nice, that my wood is in the middle of the batting. Center it up, just like that. And then just fold the batting over. Now when you have that done, what you want to do is you want to come in with your staple gun and you just want to staple it in a few places. Just like that. And now what I want to do is I want to add more batting, but to the front of the pressing board. So I will turn this over, just like that. And then I will take a new piece of batting, lay that on top. And this is a nice thick layer because it's double. And I will flip it again so that I will be able to put staples into it. And now what I want to do is I want to add staples on this side as well as on this side, because my batting is just a little bit too short to come around all the way. And you really want to press your staple gun when you put the staples in, because otherwise it's really difficult to do it. And then I'm simply going to fold the edges in and I will staple that. If your husband ever wants to do something for you, ask him to make you a nice pressing table. I also use a big one for when I want to cut my fabric, because it's nice and easy to pin the pins into it. Okay, and I think I will add one more layer to this so that it's nice and thick. But this time I'm just gonna just like this. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my muslin right on top of this, and I'm going to staple it. Okay, now normally I will cover this with white muslin, but what I did was I went ahead and I got some nice blue cotton, and I'm going to put this in the middle, just like this, and now I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to pull the edges over. When you pull the edges over, you will see that it's really nice and round. And you can turn these raw edges under, just like this. Just make it nice and even. And I will do this all the way around, covering my pressing board. And then I'll come to the other side, pull that in again. Now if I get glue onto this, or by accident if I use interfacing, I'll just go ahead and get another piece of muslin and cover it again. So that is no problem anymore. And then for the sides, just want to make it even like this, and then fold it in this way. And I want to get away from where it's too thick. I want to go where the board don't have a lot of padding. It's just making it easier to get the staple in there. So I will fold and pull this over, just like this. And the cost of this pressing board was about $6. If you go to Home Depot, you will see they already have cut pieces, so you don't have to wait for somebody to come and cut your wood for you. Any hardware store that sells pieces of wood will be able to cut the piece that you need if they don't have pieces that's already cut. Okay, and that's all there is to making a press table and a cutting table. Cutting tables will just be bigger, but this is all we need for pressing. So you guys, let's start using it. I will show you guys how to do some pressing using this. It's fun, it's easy. I hope you will try and make your own pressing table.